Hello, 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 hello. It's not going to be a scuff dumb. It's gonna be VVD. There we go. There we go. Cool. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? It is Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying your Wednesday. It's not a normal stream day. I know, because I didn't stream yesterday. I don't know if you can hear how my voice is coming across. We're running on Tylenol, cold and sinus, and like vitamin C drinks and like all the fun stuff that you take when you're not feeling good. I don't think it's the fever. I don't think it's the flu. I'm pretty sure my little guy gave me whatever he had over the weekend, and he was basically just racked out on the couch with a sore throat and like coughing and sneezing and whatnot. I don't have the sneezing. I had the runny nose for a little bit yesterday morning, but it kind of went away. But I have like the really dry throat, pressure on the sinus, the floaty feeling. You know what I mean? The floaty feeling? That's me right now. So I figure we missed the stream yesterday. I called it off because I was not going to be able to talk for any length of time. We could have mined it. I could have done like made flashcards and gone old timey wimey and done whatever typed on screen. But I figured, you know what, I'll just move it to today and we'll just do a short stream. It's the microplastic. I don't think it's the microplastics, because if it was the microplastics, shit, sorry, I was trying to think of something witty to say. I couldn't think of anything. I got like brain fog. I swear I got the long COVID. I got COVID like 2 or 3 times, and I swear I got long COVID. Every time I get slightly sick, my memory goes to shit. I hate it. What's everyone up to? Toze, or cheers for the resub. 47 months. 47 months. You know, we're coming up on like 6 years of streaming. Because I started early 2020? We're coming up on 6 years. Jeez. So what are we doing today? Well, first things first, I gotta unload the filament off this. I plan for a 2-hour stream. We'll see if we make it. We'll see if we make it. So, what are we doing today? Today, we are going to hopefully set up the BigTreeTech VIVID MMS, multi-material system. You know, it's more of a multicolor system because it's a single nozzle setup, and I don't like using single nozzle setups for multi-material, but it is what it is. Because I guess the MMS is like the term we've kind of decided on to be the generic term of an MMU, multi-material unit, multi-material system. AMS, what does AMS stand for again? Additive material system, additional material system. I can't remember what AMS stands for. What does AMS stand for? Anyways, home for 3 days from food poisoning. Ooh, if you had food poisoning for 3 days, is it, hopefully you're on the upside, because if you're still sick after 3 days of food poisoning is usually, from my experience at least, is pretty violent, but pretty quick. So if you're still sick after 3 days, you hope just go see the doctor. Because you don't want the trots. Okay, extrude, retract. Let's get this filament out of here. Has been frustrating. So here's the thing. I'm going to say this right now and put this out there. Do not take this video, this live stream, as a tutorial on the VVD system, the BigTreeTech Vivid system, nor do not take this as a review of the Vivid system. The Vivid system is mechanically done, but they're still working out the software side of things in respect to custom machines, okay? Because it's easy to make a system work in a controlled environment in a lab, and now they're in the point of let's give it to a bunch of people and have people just start playing with it and make sure, because they're making a system that can go on pretty much every 3D printer that's basically running Clipper or can do macros. So I even think Duet. You can put a Vivid on a Duet, I think. Don't quote me on that, but like, I don't think there's really anything stopping you from doing that. So There will be some roughness around the edges. The documentation ain't all there. The goal today is basically kind of getting everything set up. Get everything set up, maybe do some testing. I'll be honest, this is the first time I'm actually setting up a multi-material system. We have the box turtle, but we never got around to putting it on something because I was going to put it on the Venture XL. We never put it on the Venture XL because I realized that would be not suitable for the Venture XL. And then we got the Vivid system, so we're like, you know what, we'll try them both back to back. We rebuilt this machine here. This machine does print pretty good. If you watched, I don't have the other camera on. If you watched the other stream on Saturday or Friday or whatever, we did some test prints on it. It's printing pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with it. So we're good to put on the system now. So let's go ahead and do that. And then also, don't forget, every stream, we do give away a spool of Polymaker filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. We'll be doing that draw at the end of stream today, probably around 2 o'clock. I started a little bit later today. Because it's a Wednesday stream and we got Wednesday stuff, so I don't think I'll be able to stick around 3 hours, but we'll see. Without the VVD backpack, it's going to be painful. What do you mean the backpack? So I'm on the Discord. Oh, my phone bill is in. Yay. Should be auto withdraw. I don't know why it's doing that. Because I've been on the Discord. There's like a little Discord for this thing, but nothing is pinned. And I'm not going to scroll through like an entire history of Discord to figure out what's going on. So we're just going to follow the official documentation until we run into problems, and then we'll yell on the Discord and be like, hey guys, what the F? I think that's a pretty good system. So we're going to have to put a lid on this. So let's get this, put a top back on the printer here, get the Vivid system out. I'm probably going to turn this printer off. There's probably no point in having it on right now. The backpack mount for the buffer. Oh, okay. Well, I can just kind of put it somewhere for now, because I don't know if there's stuff I'm supposed to print. But we do have the Vivid here, so let's get the Vivid out. Let's get the VVD out. Woo. Raid Modbot at the end. Is he live? Is Wednesday a normal stream day for him? Hopefully I'm not leaking any deets. No, I'm blowing out the white balance so you can't see anything on there. So we got the Vivid box here. We've already unboxed this before. We took a quick look at it. But behold, the VVD. Yeah, remind me to raid mod. Is he normally, is Wednesday his stream day? I didn't realize that, where's the top panel? Uh-oh. Are you the top panel? You're the top panel, okay. Yeah, I forgot to check who was streaming today. Starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I'll raid into Modbot's stream. Thing is okay, it works okay, so let's see how we break it in ways we never thought. Well, hopefully we get it working. Two hours from now is the regular time. Okay, so yeah, I'll end at 2 then. Because 1, I don't think I have the energy to stream for 3 hours, and 2, I always make it a point that when I'm streaming on my not normal days to try and avoid streaming at a point where other people are streaming, unless there's like something I've scheduled or something. So I do try to avoid, you know, interrupting other people's time slots when I can, because it's, you know, common courtesy. Except for the Twitch streams. The Twitch streams are different. The Twitch streams have been fun. The Twitch streams have been fun. Control has been a hoot. I think we're starting to get near the end of Control. I think we have like 1 or 2 streams left. I still barely kind of know what's going on, and I'm loving it. So hopefully I'm feeling okay tomorrow and we can put some time on that stream. Did you put the box turtle together? No, the box turtle is built and assembled, but I never put it on a printer because the original idea with the box turtle was that I was going to put it on the Venture XL, and we were going to use it mostly for filament rollover. And then I realized that that was kind of a waste because I'm going to be printing with like 3 kilogram spools on that printer a lot. And the box turtle, while you can build it to hold 3 kilogram spools, the kit I was using doesn't have that capability. So I was like, okay, whatever, we'll put it on this printer. LDO sent me a Jabberwocky kit. And then other stuff came up. We started building other stuff and whatnot. And then it was like, this came in and then it's like, okay, we'll rebuild this V2. We'll put a cutter in it. So we got the Jabberwocky tool head. And then we'll use this as our printer to test multi-material systems. So the goal is we're gonna hook up the VVD here, get the Vivid going. And then we'll test this on the Vivid, see how it goes. And then what we'll do is we'll swap it to a box turtle and then we can do one-to-one comparison between the two systems. So, okay, so what do we got in here? We got some foam. So I'm just gonna put this up top for now. So if we get to printing today, that'll be cool, but I don't know if we'll get to printing today. Can I just put this on top right now? Will this fit on a... Oh, it fits just fine on a... Yeah, that fits just fine. What I may end up doing is putting a crossbar or something so that it's not sagging in the middle. But this is a 300 V2 and it fits hunky-dory on the top. And then what else do we have? We got some pretty heavy foam. Files are in my DM so you can start printing them. Okay, let me see. DVD back inner bracket. Whew. Is it just the one piece? Is this all I need? Okay, unless there's two pieces, unless that's a double. Oh, that one's too big for a preview. Backplate step. Okay. Oh, geez, I need to print this whole thing. I don't use the exhaust filter though. I don't use the exhaust filter. How do I even mount that? How would I even mount that? Because that's not how mine mounts. How does this even mount? I don't even have this mounting system. I don't even have that set up on this printer. Okay, so we're gonna have to modify some stuff here because essentially you have this. This is the buffer. Okay. So if you're familiar with the buffer that like the MMU has or the AMS uses or the box turtle, this is our buffer here. What I might do, I might just mount it on the extrusion for now, and then I'll figure out a system. Perfect orientation for printing. Yeah. Am I supposed to print it vertically? I don't know. But I don't have this. I don't have the filter. Like, as you can see, I don't have the filter in mind. In a chamber, it dramatically increases load times. Okay, so we basically have to have this. So let's do a little faffery right now. Let's get this kind of, take this out. Get rid of this guy. Let's remove this guy. Does anyone build the filter? I don't use the filter. Yeah, I get the whole, it should probably be mounted so it points straight into the printer. How does that even, is it just a friction mount? It's just a friction mount. Who wants to open this up? Let's see what's inside this. Let's see what's inside this. Let's see what's inside this. No. No. Don't open it. Is there like some, it's full of springs? Okay, in that case, we won't open it. We won't open it then. Yeah, spring comes out end of stream. Okay, let's leave it closed then. Okay, we'll leave it closed. It's an MMU buffer if you've ever built one. Okay. I don't think I can mount this. I don't think my printer is set up for mounting this. Because how are you supposed to mount this to the extrusions? What are those, magnet holes? Where do the screws go? How the fuck are you supposed to mount these two panels? They don't have this mounting set up on mine. An X-ray machine? That would be funny. Well, I get, so Wednesday stream fund? Cheers, Andrews, $10. Appreciate it. The inner and outer screw together to hold it in place. Oh, does it sandwich on the rear panel? I've never actually, you know what's funny? I've never assembled the proper inlet system on a Voron, so I don't really know how it goes. I've never actually bothered to put it together. So I literally have never built the exhaust system on a Voron. I don't know how it goes. I've always done like this modded version right here that mounts to the extrusion. So it just sandwiched into the panel? Okay. Well, we'll get it printing then. For now, I'll just mount it on the extrusion, and then we'll remount it. So let's get these parts printing. So got you. You're loaded with black, and you are loaded with red. Okay, that'll work. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna do, you go there. Is that the right angle? That looks like a right angle. Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, that looks right, right? That looks right. Okay, ASA, high flow. We're gonna print this with 0.28 draft. Discard. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Actually, we'll do 0.25 balance. 0.25 balanced. Print settings. 3 wall, 4 top, 4 bottom. We'll do like 20% infill or something. 25% infill. Flip it over, face down. I know I need both parts, but I'm gonna print one in red. Print this face down. Look at that. Does that won't bridge? That won't print like, that'll print like shit. Unless it's supposed to be vertical. Yeah, these won't print. Why are you saying print it this way? This doesn't make sense. I mean, like, let's see what. Yeah, that ain't gonna bridge worth shit. That's gonna look horrible. Oh well. I would print it. Yeah, who's telling me to flip it over? Oh, Down Under Maker's telling. Well, he's testing this thing. Which way does this stock? It printed this way easily? Okay, well, we'll print it this way then. Okay, send to connect. Core 1.1. Add to print queue, set ready, print now. Okay. So that's that one. What covers this big open area? What's supposed to go in that big open area? I'm assuming something from the Voron files. Okay. And then this one, just do this 0.2 balance transfer. So this one we're going to print my other V2, or on the other core one. Send to connect. Core 1, 1. Core 1, 2. No, not core 1, 1. Core 1, 2. Select printer. There we go. Ready to print now. Okay. So that is that. Let's pull up the actual manual. There is a manual for this. BigTT GitHub. Oh man, when you're sick and you're hopped up on meds to counteract the sickness, but then like the meds are just like making you feel even weirder, but in a different way. I am not down with the sickness right now. I'm not down with the sickness. I'm not down with this. Are gonna print that way without support. Well, you know what? We'll see how Joe's machine works. We'll see how Joe's machine handles it. How's that? Anyone got experience with printing Voron parts with a 0.5 nozzle on a dial? Yeah, it should be fine. Miras, you should be fine. I mean, just print them. You'll be fine. Use your normal Voron settings, you know, 4 walls, 5 top, 5 bottom, 40% infill. Make sure it's ABS and send it. The only thing you might run into, it's not like the old days. In the older days, some of the parts were pretty geometrically toleranced for using a 0.4 nozzle, 0.2 layer height, but it's not as critical as it used to be. It's just everything is designed with a 0.4 nozzle in mind, extruding at 0.4 line width. So like certain geometries are designed to have like, you know, a hole near the edge of a wall would have 4 walls on the wall, 4 walls on the hole, and they would meet up perfectly because everything was designed with those dimensions in mind. So if you use a 0.5 nozzle, you might have infill in there and you might be down a layer, but it honestly isn't that big of a deal. So just, yeah, print it. I printed Voron parts with a 0.6 nozzle. It wasn't an issue. It depends on the parts. You just make sure the biggest thing is make sure your printer is just printing dimensionally accurate. Okay, if you print a 20mm cube, it's a 20mm cube. If you know the gears are supposed to align properly, as long as your printer is actually printing geometrically accurate parts, you're good. It's just you might run into like some weird niche cases with like amount of walls and whatnot, but it's not that big of a deal. The chokes are only, yeah, if you don't know what these are nuggets, and usually you see them on, you know, cables, USB cables. I'm pretty sure it's just iron. Is it iron? Or it's steel? It's iron? I don't know, it's magnetic. They just help with interference. You just click them on if you're getting interference, and it helps with that. Okay, so we got the VVD. See, oh man. Oh, stream today is fun. We got our buffer unit. So this has 4 in. We got some cables, more cables, a USB splitter, tube, and more foam. This is some nice high quality dense foam. Ferrite, iron ferrite. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so both the printers are heating up. They're gonna, do I have the beds? Oh, I got some gubbins on the bed I gotta clean off. There you go. What about you? Are you good? You're good. Okay. Whew. Okay. So, BigTreeTech GitHub. Oh, here's the printed parts. The Blobifier config. Okay, let's open up the manual. Download the manual. Open the manual. There we go. I need a drink. Delicious gamer subs. Use code Canuck. Save some money. They got a bunch of new flavors, so check them out. Well, down under maker, I'm going to follow the manual. Because again, for those that are new to the channel, every time we do a build or anything, we follow the manual. They have their colors in the wrong order. It's engagement farming. Is this just one long Bowden tube, or is this multiple Bowden tubes? Who is Bo? Why does his den tubes matter? Wow, that's... Okay, so we got one long... Wow. Did somebody expect to like put this on like... So here's the thing. I'm going to have to put my VVD because I don't... Yeah, this stack is not going to fit on the shelf. So I'll probably have the VVD and then next to the printer. This manual hasn't been updated in months. It is a month old. Repositories, Vivid. It's updated 9... Oh, the Blobifier is updated last month. So this manual is from history. Too many requests. What? Rate limited on the GitHub. Ah. Did it tell you when it was uploaded? Last month. What was that? Does it not tell you the date? On commit, just last month. Okay. We RTMF? Yes, we do RTMF, especially with that. Thank you for the color system, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Vivid updated 9 hours. Yeah, that part of the manual. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm in a GitHub, or not a GitHub. I'm in a Discord, but there's like nothing pinned in the Discord. So it's just like one channel with just continuous chat in it. So yeah. So connecting the buffer tube. Okay, so first release the clip. So this will have installed right here. It'll go right here in the printer, and then the Bowden tube will go in. So for now, what we'll do is I'm just gonna put it there because we're gonna have to cut all these Bowden tubes and make everything work. So first release the clips, then use PTFE tubes to connect the buffer to the Vivid, matching the ports. Zip tie it there for now. That's honestly what I'm gonna do. Let me, do I have, oh, wait. Oh, no, that won't work. I'm trying to think of if I have something I can just kind of, wait. Arts and crafts. We're gonna do some arts and crafts. There you are. Haha. There we go. Okay. Say hello to the spool holder that I was using on the Venture XL before I enclosed it. I'm going to put this in the back of the printer like this. Wait, I can just spin the printer so you guys can see. Watch. This is the premium tier content you guys subscribe to. Andy Miller, $20. Cheers and appreciate it. Thanks for playing Hurt Fund. I'm not Johnny Cash. I can't play a guitar like that. All right, so we're gonna put this here. Ever tell you I hate T-nuts? There we go. Is that about middle? No, dang it, T-nut, come on. Gosh, dang it, Bobby. Got your nuts all twisted. There we go. There we go. Is not a solution I would have room for, to be honest. So here's the thing, from my understanding, from what I'm getting from feedback from people who already have this and are testing it, basically, this is the optimal setup because it makes the shortest filament path is the best. So if you have this just going straight into the printer, it's a shorter feed path. If you don't have room for that and you have to side mount it, like on the side of the printer, it's just gonna be like, now you have just a longer Bowden. So you have to have the tubes go from here to down here and then from here to here, or, you know, from here to here, or you could just have it straight going in one shot and then the tubes just go boom in and then boom down. It is what it is. It'd be kind of nice if they only had one tube going into this and had the splitter inside, so it goes down from 4 to 1 in here. The problem with that is it's more jam happy. That's like one of the problems with the AMS. Put a 1 in chat if you have a bamboo AMS and you've had to take it apart because you had filament get stuck in there where it goes from the 4 to the 1 inside the AMS unit. This one, that part's external. So it's a little bit easier, I guess, to faff around with, but I'm gonna flip that around. Yeah, so people are putting 1s in chat. Yeah, it is a thing with it. It is a thing with it. So this will take up more room this way, but it's like, do you want it to work better or be aesthetically better? And you know, normally on this channel, we lean towards aesthetics, right? As long as it looks good, we'll worry about the rest later. But in this case, this is something you kind of want to, yeah. Yeah, Down Under is going to be my sensei today because they've been playing around with this. Okay. Yep. So this will work for now. We'll just zip tie it on here. And then when we get the parts printed, I'll swap into the printed parts. Hopefully this fits on my shelf. I have a 24-inch deep shelf that this needs to sit on. So hopefully it fits okay. Okay. This goes here. And then we'll just zip tie that there for now. Is this the most optimal setup? Heck no. But it'll work for now. Oh, I love working on stuff when I am sick. I love working on stuff when I am sick. I love working on stuff when I am sick. It is so fun working on stuff when I am sick. Stacking layers is too isoter. Okay, stacking layer. Okay. Yeah, I went to skim through the Discord this morning. The problem is there's like nothing pinned on the Discord. So it's just kind of like, okay, so let's see. So we have, okay, so the logo's facing up. The logo is facing up. So you're gonna go right here. There we go. Oh, wait. Come on. Zip tie, come on, zip tie. Son of a bitch. There we go. There we go. Not the most accurate, but it'll do for now. Because I have to cut all these Bowden tubes, right? So I don't want to waste a bunch of Bowden by cutting them way too short or way too long. Okay, that one don't work. Sure. Who here watched the Fallout Season 2 finale last night? And what did you think? Because I'll be honest, peak. Absolute cinema. That was probably like, they did the, I swear, they did the most fan servicey thing the most unabashed fan servicey thing ever in a show based off a game. And I was 100% like, bravo, bravo. No spoilers for chat. I won't spoil it, but no, the courier doesn't show up. They kind of like dance around it the whole season, like, oh, what was the real ending of Fallout New Vegas, you know? And then they just kind of like hand wave it by like, basically all of them could have happened because it all ends up going to shit either way. I'm not spoiling it. I'm not spoiling it. Don't worry. But like, just watch it. It's so good. Okay, so first release the clips and then we have to put that. So those all go in. So we have to cut the tube. So let's get all these little clips off. See how many of these I lose. Because I don't think they give you any extras. This printer might have to go downstairs, actually. I might not be able to put this one back on my shelf. Because if I have the Voron tubes going from here to here, I'm going to have to keep this up top here. Okay, let's see. What do we got for Vorons? What do we got for Voron tubes? Oh my, is this just 2 long Voron tubes? 2 long Voron tubes, okay. Try not to kink them up, but they're all twisted. There we go, we got 1. And 2. So I will use, I mean, I'll just cut them all up. Yeah. There's a prophetic, yeah, the whole, well, that isn't part of the show. That's part of the game lore. The whole Canada is annexed by the US and the Fallout lore. How's the heat in the garage? Right now it is 19 Celsius. It's not that cold. Well, it's like -8 out. But it's sunny, so the garage ain't too bad. So we just go from like T0 to, how big of a loopy should I have? Like, is that a big enough loopy there, Down Under Maker? Or should I have like a big loopy? Like how much loopy is enough loopy? Where am I? Did I put my knife on the other side of the garage? Where's me knife? There's me knife. Not huge. I'm starting to. Not huge. The minimum bending radius must not be less than 60 millimeters, or 100 or greater is recommended. So that should work. Let me get my scale. So it wants a radius about that. Okay, that works. That is a 100 millimeter bend radius. Okay, so now we got to do this multiple times. Is there a difference with star-shaped PTFE? I have no idea. I don't think I've ever used star-shaped PTFE. I'll be honest. Like, the thing with star-shape, you're gonna have less friction, but I think you'll have higher wear. But I've never actually tried star-shaped PTFE, so I have like nothing I can really comment on about it. I'll be honest. Most of the printers I have are direct feed. So Voron tube for me, I just go with 3mm ID stuff. And that's it. I don't bother with the fancy stuff. Because I just go with the loosey-goosey stuff because it's just reverse Voron anyways. So. There we go. Okay, so that's all that. So we got 0, 1, 2. The goal today, by the way, the goal today is to get everything kind of set up. And then Friday, hopefully we can do some printing. That's kind of the goal. So there we go. Wow, these really don't want to go back in. Come on. Are there different types of these? And some people have been experiencing more friction with star-shaped PTFE tubes. I could see it because I can see the high points wearing down and potentially causing FOD. Some people are claiming that star is more friction because it's 2 points of contact instead of 1. Well, it's 2 points of it's not about points of contact. It's a surface area thing. It's all about surface area. So if you go with star, you're instead of riding on like a bit, you know, or cylinder on a cylinder, right? Do you guys want me to pull out the government funded, highly detailed, accurate image creation software to make you a diagram of what I mean? These are really tight. In theory, contact area shouldn't matter for friction. It's normal for. No, it's friction. It's friction. And it's also going to depend on how your Bowden is. Like if your Bowden's tight and it's constantly rubbing, like these are really tight. I will say I wish this did have 1. I get why it's 4 because it's a quality of life thing to make serviceability. It's a difference between serviceability and quality of life. It would be nice if this was just 1 tube, but it makes it, if you have a problem, easier to fix. Okay. So here's what I mean. You have your Bowden tube, okay? And then you have your filament. So depending on the ID, if you have a bigger Bowden tube, okay, see how much contact that is there? Okay, so see, you know, this is just a ratio. Don't consider this exact dimensional accuracy. It's just a ratio. So when you have a tight Bowden tube, right, you're using like, you went out and bought Capricorn tube, right, 1.9 millimeter ID or 2 millimeter ID. What happens is you have a lot of surface area that's kind of touching there, right? Because the IDs in the OD are pretty similar. The ID of the filament, or correction, the OD of the filament, the outer dimension of the filament, and the interdimensional of the tube are pretty close. So you have a decent amount of surface contact. But when you're using like 3/4, so you're using like 4 millimeter Bowden tube with 3 millimeter ID, you have less surface contact, less friction, right? Because you got all this loosey-goosey for it to play around with. And because it's a bigger radius and a smaller radius, they have less surface contact. So the idea with using star PTFE is now you have these little points, right? I'm not drawing them all the way around, but let's just say you got all these little points. I have no idea how accurate this is. Okay. I'm gonna have to make a new circle. Okay, whatever, new circle. So now, when it touches, you only have these little 2 friction points. The problem is, PTFE is a consumable. It will wear out. And now, instead of you having this nice round surface, smooth on smooth, with a low point, and it also being, you know, kind of randomized, now you are specifically wearing out these high points. Now you have points that will wear quicker. So you will have probably at first less friction, but now these will wear down. And as they wear down, now you have a contact point here Now you have a contact point here. Now you have a contact point here. Now, like, you're going to have more and more contact points because they are literally going to wear to fit. Especially if it's like the filament is always going through a same radius. If they're always like, you know, when it first comes out at the start of a print, you usually have that little bend at the top that it's always going to be rubbing on. So now, instead of like uniform, consistent wear on a small surface area, and don't get me wrong, it will wear into your normal PTFE tube as well as it, you know, as you use it. PTFE is a consumable, but I can see it becoming pretty bad as it basically wears down these humps, and now you're going to have dedicated contact points throughout the feed path. So, and it'll be like more inconsistent. So I get where people are saying in chat that they've been hearing that people are experiencing more friction. It's probably one of those things that at first it's a lot less, but as you use it more, they wear more. Also, how is the tooling that's making that star pattern PTFE? How consistent is it? How reliable is it? Also, when it wears down now, you have these high points that are going to wear fast. Where is that PTFE going? When it wears out the PTFE, the material that's wearing down, it's got to go somewhere. Hopefully it's not clogging up your nozzle, because PTFE don't melt at 220 or 260 or pretty much any temperature you're normally printing at on most printers. So yeah, I could see that being a thing. Speaking of friction, cheers to becoming a channel member. Appreciate it. Okay, whew. So we've connected the tubes. Porting that, so we got our radiuses. Connecting the buffer to the tool head. After completing the connection, make sure to install the locking clip at the buffer. Otherwise, repeat the filament to slip out. Okay, so now we got to connect this guy to this guy. So I will use this one because this is the shorter one, I think. Because that is the long one, yeah. We will use this guy. Oh, I love working on stuff when I am sick. I love working on stuff when I am sick. It is so much fun to work on stuff when I am sick. There we go. How is that stupid? Okay, we're gonna have to play around with that little retainer a bit more, but for the most part, it's working. Okay. Right about there. Again, I will play around with all these lengths and whatnot once we get it properly set up. Right now, we're just kind of roughing it in. We're roughing it in, and then we'll tune and adjust later. Okay. So, whew. When does Mrs. Canuck show up and give you soup and make you go to bed? She did that for me yesterday. She came home from work, and she made chicken noodle soup for me and got me a coffee. It was nice. Power connection. 2 wiring methods are provided. They are functionally identical. Choose according to your setup. Method 1, use a USB cable. Connect one end to the USB host, the other end to the Vivid input port. Use a dual head MX3 cable. Connect Vivid's output to the buffer. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we got one end that's got to plug into the host. Why do we have a double USB? Is that just so we have, if you only have like one free USB port, now you have an extra? Okay. So you go in there. Shoot, I have the Vivid on the machine. Yeah, I gotta tilt this and try not to drop it. Where is the host? Shoot. Fuck. Should have plugged this cable in before put this on the printer. Oh God. Okay. Don't fall over. I mean, to be fair, I have a USB sitting out the side here. Yeah, so Pi to VVD and then VVD to buffer. That makes sense. I mean, I have a USB on the side here. I'll just use this for now. Or actually, no, I'm going to plug it right in. Okay, where is this? Where is this? Do I have an extra USB port in this? I don't. Shit. Okay. Let's unplug you. Oh. Okay. You know what? For now, we'll just use this extension that I have. I just have a USB extension sticking out the side. We're just going to use that for now. There we go. I really don't want to knock this over. Okay. So you plug there. And then I'm assuming it goes into input. Input. And then output. So that's USB and connects to the host, and dual cable connects to the buffer. And that goes to that. That goes to input. There we go. Okay. So they give you a decent amount of USB cable. So you do have a decent amount of USB cable, so that's nice. Bend radius. Yeah, the bend radius is 100. Where I got, oh wait, radius? Oh shoot, you're right. This is 100. If I got to make them longer, I'll make them longer. You're right, I got my radius. This is about 100 millimeters diameter, not radius. So we're actually undersized, but whatever. Fiddle with it later. Okay, so that's that. Dual extended connect. So if you were to have another one of these, you would, I'm assuming, go output to the next one. So if you had multiples of these, why do you have two outputs? I guess if you daisy chain them. That's a tight curve. Yeah, that is a bit tight. You're right. Luckily, I've got extra tube. That's okay. We'll fiddle. I'm probably going to have to move all this anyways. So, okay. So that's that. Method 2. Okay, use the use connect one into the use. Oh, okay. The Vivid uses AC power. Please use a standard 3-prong power. Connect the VVD to a power inlet. After switching the power on, position that down. It's on the USB with ferrite cords. Okay, so if you need to put the ferrite cords on, there you go. Software configuration. Okay, let's plug this all in. I'm gonna have to sort out power here. Because I don't have dual power cords over here. So you know what'd be really nice? I'm gonna put a critique. I'm gonna put a little note, pin it in a note. The Prusa enclosure comes with a double-ended one of these, so that you only need one plug in the wall and it splits it to 2 AC. So it would have been really nice if this came with a dual AC plug, so that you don't need to run 2 separate power lines to the printer like I'm about to do. So do I have a power splitter? I think I do over, let me see. I could have sworn I had power splitter. I got another cable, but I need another power ball. I went out and bought a Y cable. Yeah, getting a Y cable is something you're probably going to want to buy, because Otherwise, now I need to have 2 plugs. And unfortunately, my extension cable has 1 plug. So I need to go to the other side of my garage and steal a splitter. So give me a second. Come over here. Where is it? Wait, I can't unplug that. Shoot. Oh, screw it. I'm gonna unplug it. There we go. Plug you, unplug you. You can go back in. Wow, it is amazing how much that cable heats up. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that unplugged. Okay. Say hello to my little, this is totally janky. It's Philips branded and it rattles, so you know it's good. 15 amp, 125 volts, China. UL listed. Okay. Which one's the printer? Go with the middle one for the printer. And that one goes there. Okay. Now, power it up. So, power the printer on and the Vivid. Oh, we got lights. We got lights. Okay. Matthew, gifted a community membership. Cheers, Matthew. Best way to support the channel, content I create, and the things I do is become a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool like Matthew, so cool, gift memberships to others. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this to boot up. Yeah, don't forget to like the smash button. Like the smash button, ring the bell, all that fun YouTuber stuff that YouTubers tell you to do in their videos. Okay, so let's SSH into this. SSH pi at boom, bing, bang, boom. Okay. We're in. Okay, software development, MMS, software development, install steps. CD. CD's nuts. Okay. Clone directory. Oh wait, I can't. Ah, shoot. Okay. There we go. Copy, paste. Git clone. Oh, wants to check the plug. What do you mean check the plug? Can I hold the plug on the supplied cable to the camera may not be compliant and was replaced? I'm not using the supplied cable. The plug that they sent me was a European plug, so I couldn't use it anyways. Like the plug, I'm just using a generic C14 cable that I have. I got like a million of them. Yeah, I'm not using the plug they sent me because the plug they sent me was a European plug. So I threw it away. I can't use it. It's European. So I smoke the cigarette while I drink my wine, while I plug in my electronics. Yeah, I can't use it. Why? What was wrong with the supplied plugs? Keeping me safe. Oh, okay. Why is the French accent? I don't know. When I think of snobby Europeans, I think of the French. Oui, oui, pamplemousse, baguette, fire the missiles, but I am tired. Okay, so we clone the Git, CD. Okay, for some reason my middle mouse button ain't working. Okay, so we do that, and then /install.sh. Buffer MCU serial ID. And down under maker, if you see me doing something wrong, yell. Just yell. Just at me. Okay, give me a Y. Valid Vivid serial. Sure. Yes. Installing the cutter. Has the cutter been installed? Yes. Installing an entry sensor in the tool that improves the accuracy. Has it been installed? Yes. If purge is enabled, the old filament will be quickly purged out. If brush is enabled, it will okay, so we don't have a brush. So how do I, okay, I have a brush, or I don't have a brush. I only have a purge. I can put a brush on this. You know what? We'll put a brush on it. So what do I do if I want to enable purge, but I don't have a brush? Do I hit no? Do I hit yes? Is purge like just like open air purge? Like it assumes I have a purge bucket? I can disable the brush and the thing. I'll just say yes for now. Okay, clipper has been installed. Restart immediately. Yes. Also, for somebody with the two MCUs, that is the buffer MCU, and this is the Vivid MCU. So we're not overwriting existing stuff. They have their own thing. The GitHub is more up to date and has better explanations. Where is the GitHub? I'm on the GitHub, unless there's another GitHub. Installing clipper screen for Vivid will add MCU to clipper screen. This printer doesn't have clipper screen, so no. Shoot. Is this going to be annoying to use without clipper screen? Is this going to be annoying to use without clipper screen? Do I need clipper screen? I can put clipper screen. I can put a screen on this. I mean, I got a touch screen right here. I could put on this if I wanted to, but I mean, we don't have clipper screen, so I'm assuming I'll install it. I don't have clipper screen. Okay, never mind. Do I have to go through the whole thing again? Do I have to go through the whole thing again? Clipper has been restarted. Okay, so we have restarted. Okay. Installing clipper screen for Vivid. So do I have to restart the whole thing again, or are we good? So I'm going to have to put clipper screen. I have the extra screen from the Magneto, which is USB and HDMI. So I could just... Let's put that on there. There we go. Clipper screen. Okay, so that's another thing I got to do. Okay. I'm assuming I don't have to redo that. Okay. After running that, I got to press yes to confirm, no to enable. Okay. Installation steps, version check. Module, information cutter, entry center, purge and brush, restart clipper. Optional. Okay, so that was optional. Okay. So, MMS software configuration. Oh, man. Whew. The meds that I'm taking is like drying me right out. I'm just feeling floaty. How are these prints coming along? Prints are coming along good. Okay. Okay. So, entry sensor configuration. So here's the thing. Configuration location. If startup fails or you see errors such as unable to connect to MCU. So let's see. Ooh. Internal error, invalid syntax. Not sure that screen is big enough. It's a 7-inch screen. It's a 7-inch screen. It's from the Magneto, actually. It's the Magneto screen. Magneto's not using it, so I took it off the printer. I was like, I'll use it for something. I also have a BigTreeTech Pi 7 or HDMI 7. So I've got two screens that I think they're the same screen. Are these the same screen? I think these are the same screen. Like, Yeah, these are the same screen. Or at least the same LCD. Yeah, they're the same LCD, just different controllers. Okay. It's a 300 V2. Okay, there are some variables that won't allow Clipper to start up until they are set to prevent you doing silly things. Okay, so configuration location. Config, sample, BitTreeTech, MMS. If far failures such as unable to connect in, please check your serial IDs. Okay, so we have some errors here. So machine, BitTreeTech. Okay. And there's the MMS config. MMS config. Ooh, look at this fancy thing. MCU buffer. So we still have to set up our end stops for this. I still have to set up the end stops, I believe, for the tool head. We never actually, like, the end stops in the tool head above and below. They aren't set up in the config yet, so I still have to do that. I'm feeling weird. I'm feeling really weird. But what is this? Int pi is in the extra folder. Is there an extra folder? Clicky variables. I don't have clicky. I got, you know. Extras. I don't see extras. I see extend. Try and run the happy hair. We've asked for the file structure for most users. Need to change to be obvious. The ones most users will leave the heck alone and tucked away. So it's an internal directory it's talking about as far as I can tell. Okay, so what is this error? Invalid syntax, line 37. Python. MMS LED is not a valid config section. Okay, so now we're getting a different error. Do I have to, like, include all these now? I'm assuming. ARP ID, extend. Oh. Did I lose stream? I think we're down. Are we down? Are we down? Nope, we're not down. We're not down. Hello? Not down. Okay. You can see me. I see you. I see you. Okay, we're good. I don't know. OBS just like, I'm down. And I'm like, what? Because I got no drop frames on the stream. That looks like you have a Python script that runs in the extra folder in your Clipper files. Cool. Okay, so configuration in the toolhead has an entry section installed. So what is this? MMS LED is not a valid configuration. Second. I love how, like, Prusa pushes a warning about the printer. Like, it needs your attention. I'm like looking at the printers and they're fine. I'm not feeling good. Okay, there's a cutter configuration, purge configuration, brush configuration. I'm just trying to figure out what this means. MMS LED. Where is MMS LED? We did read it. We did restart it. Like, let me do an actual, like, full reset, just in case it's being funky. There is no MMS. Well, I mean, there is an MMS config. Oh, you mean it's a section in the config. Okay. It's just weird that it's like erroring out over a section of the config that's like fresh and brand new. Like, why would it? It's like, I haven't done anything yet. How is it wrong? Just weird. This should be plug and play software. Oh, Jimmy John. Oh, sweet summer child. The problem is Clipper is very modular and changeable. So you can have it set up a million different ways. The problem is there is no standard way where everything talks to each other, because, you know, pins are going to be different between controllers. So setting this up on this machine with what I have installed in it will be different than if you were to set this up on your machine with your own hardware. So everything is going to be a little, you're going to have to finagle it no matter what, because, like, you know, on this one, the end stop is this pin on this tool head board. On your machine, you may not even have a tool head board. You might be installing this on a Creality K2 for all I know. So, okay, we're still getting this Python error. How old is this Clipper install on here? It's not out to date. It's pretty updated. Everything's up to date. Invalid syntax, Python line 37. And then I hit restart. One of the AFC devs. Okay. MMS LED. LED. No LED. LED. No LED. No LED. Okay, so where's LED? What, the tool head? It's a Jabberwocky. What version of Clipper do I have in my environment? How can I see that? Up one, then hardware. Oh, mmsled.cfg. Okay. Just for the front lights. I know, but the problem is it's saying it's not a valid section. Like, it's just saying this. MMS LED module. Like, should I just comment it out? Get rid of the space? Like just that? Nope, it's not the space. MMS RFID is not a, okay, it's gonna be giving me errors. None of these errors are showing up in the example, so I'm assuming something is not right. Something is not right. Clipper version, it says we don't have Python. No such file or directory. Is it included in the printer.c? It should be, because otherwise, if it wasn't included with the printer, if it's not called out in the include section, it wouldn't complain about it. If you have a something.cfg in your Clipper configs and it's not included, Clipper doesn't look at it at all. So I can make a file called like windigs.cfg and put gibberish in there. As long as I don't include it, Clipper doesn't look at it. So the fact that it's looking at it, erroring out, means it's included. Did the script, maybe this, yeah, maybe the script is borked. because we tried to install clipper screen and we didn't have clipper screen, but that's optional. So maybe I should have hit no. Yeah, maybe. Let's try this again. Let's run the install script again. Maybe something's wrong. No such. Oh wait, I gotta change directories. So buffer serial, yeah. Yes. Cutter's installed. Entry setter is installed. Purge is enabled. Yes. Okay. Clipper has been installed. Restart. Yes. Raspberry. Clipper screen, no. Okay. You know, it says we have clipper screen. I wonder if I should do a fresh install. Because, to be honest, the actual clipper install on this machine is like 4 years old. It's been updated, but this machine is 4 years old in terms of like... yeah, we got prints in here from like 3 years ago. Shoot. Still running Buster. Oh wait, no. No, it's good. Control, what is it? Control X, what? Fuck it. What? Oh. We are running Debian. Yeah, we don't have that. Never mind. RMRF. You can install. Yeah, honestly, it might be a good idea because we don't have clipper screen on this. It might be a good. Let me see what I can do. Let me see. Because it might be a good idea to install clipper screen on this and do a full fresh clipper install and go completely from scratch. Because then we won't have some of these issues that I'm having. Is a Pi 3 okay? Should I upgrade this to a Pi 4? Or should a Pi 3 should be okay for this? Like, am I gonna run into issue? Do I have room to put a 7-inch screen here? That might not fit. Machine tab. Oh yeah, the machine tab. Yeah, good point. Machine. Buster. We're on Buster. We're on Buster. Yeah, it's running Buster, so that's a little old, right? It's been end of life since 2024. Oh shit, yeah. Back up my configs. Yeah, let's back up some configs here. Let's back up some configs. So we are gonna do a full, yeah. So download that. Download that. Download macros. Download. Clicky bed. Clicky. I don't need any of this clicky shit. Don't need any. Oh, wow. There's, yeah, because this had clicky. This has had a few different. This has had the original setup. So this was built as a V2.4R2 LDO kit with the afterburner tool head and the inductive probe. And then we went and put clicky on it. And then we took clicky off and put tap on it. And now we have tap with this and this. So I have two. One's probably out of date. Yeah, they're the same file. It's just, I don't know why it's showing two. Why is it showing two? I mean, they're the same size, so the same file. I'm assuming one's a backup. No, no. Why do we have two? 25 MCU. Okay, they're the same file. That's weird. I don't think that... What do I have? 3? Okay. Apparently I got 3 freaking printer.cfgs. Okay, we've backed up the macros, the Nighthawk toolhead, and the printer.cfg. 3 different save times, yeah. Okay. So what is the easiest way to go about this? Luckily, I don't have to reflash any of the hardware. So should I take the... I'm going to have to flip this over to do this. Damn. Top right box, and you can do it all at once. I'm in the top right box. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh. Download. There we go. What's the problem? We're realizing we probably got to do a full fresh reinstall the operating system on this printer, because this printer has been ship of Theseus, the ship of Theseus. Fuck. This printer has been through a lot over the years, and we've probably just run up into a point now. The sus, yeah, it's the sus. Yeah, you're making fun of my speech impediment. Thank you. Right. It's been shipped. It's been shipped. So we might be better off doing a full fresh reinstall of Clipper from scratch. Plus we have to install plus we got to input Clipper screen on it. Okay, does anyone have a good screen mount for a 7-inch HDMI display? It's the BigTreeTech HDMI 7. Does anyone have a good mount for this, for Clipper, for a V2? Because we'll put this on the printer. Shit, I might have a smaller one. 1 second. I might have a smaller screen. Ah, dang it. I have this screen, but I don't think it'll work because this is meant to have the orange. Yeah, shoot. I got an extra little touch screen from the... I have smaller screens. Because that's that, that's that. I might go digging around downstairs to see if I have smaller screens. Yeah, I don't have anything smaller touchscreen. I'm trying to think, because I like the 5-inch screens. The 7-inch screens are too big in my opinion, but if we got to put it on, we will. So, okay. So, bit of a hiccup. I'm going to have to do this off stream. Probably bottom out. I'll hate the 7-inch screen. I know, but it's like all I have. Because I don't know where I put the screen I took off of the VZ bot. That has a 5-inch screen, but I'm using it. Maybe it's downstairs. I don't think it's over here. Maybe it's over here. Nope. No. Yeah, it's probably downstairs if I do have it still. I might have put it on something else. Can I use my BlackBerry screen? Can I use the screen from a BlackBerry? Okay, so what I will do is off stream, we will, oh man, yeah, I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling weird. 4.3 wave share. Let me see what Amazon has. Amazon wave share. 5-inch. How much is the 4.3? $60. F that. I'll use a big screen. Nokia screen. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do some off-camera faffing with this, unfortunately, because I gotta install a clipper screen on this. So we have a touch screen. I need to reinstall the firmware, reinstall the operating system. Luckily, I don't have to reflash the controllers, most likely. Don't they have the CAD? Maybe. Just keep the LCD. Apparently, the VVD works a lot better when you have clipper screen. It is a lot more usable with clipper screen. And considering I'm having Python errors in my operating system, it's like, might as well do a 2 birds, 1 stone thing. There are 2 controllers in the Vivid. Yeah, there's a controller in here, and then there's a controller in the buffer. Both of those are working. Like, everything's being seen. The problem we're having right now is we're having issues with Clipper itself. Like, we're getting like Python errors, and we're running a really out-of-date Linux. I mean, sudo apt-get update. Sudo update. Try upgrade. I don't think you need to do git anymore. Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, update, then upgrade, yeah. Oop. Repository no longer has release files. Yeah. 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 This is older than chow. This is older than chow. This is older than chow. Somebody linked him out. That is flipping huge. Oh, it tilts though. At least it tilts. That is huge. That is a huge freaking screen. Oh well. I'll see if I can find a smaller touchscreen, and then we'll use that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a full reinstall here. Let me go take a quick look downstairs. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for you guys to watch. I mean, you can hear me talk while I wander around my house. Let me go downstairs, see if I have an extra screen somewhere. Or do I have a printer that I can pull a screen off in storage? I mean, they're just touch screens, right? There's nothing fancy about them. Can you use the BigTree? Oh shoot, maybe I can use this guy. Can you use the BigTreeTech screen, the Panda Touch screen on Clipper? Can you use the Panda Touch screen on Clipper? Because I have a Panda Touch on here that's not being used. Do I have any other printers with a screen I can borrow that's an actual HDMI? Not in this room. What about here? What do we got in here? We have the Fly LCD. Got the Fly LCD with a ribbon cable. That should work, I think. Mellow Fly LCD with a ribbon cable. So that should work, I think. That should work. Whew. Okay, so I've got this. I think this was on the Physec. Oh, that's a gouge in the screen. Hopefully that's not too bad. I have this. It's the Mellow Fly Gen 5-inch touchscreen. I don't know. We got that. Use the BigTreeTech 5-inch. I don't have an extra one. I have one, but it's on the Venture XL. But I could just use this guy. I'll just use this guy. The Mellow Fly thing with a long ass ribbon cable. So I'll just use that. That's HDMI flat cable, isn't it? I think it's DSI. I mean, it's ribbon cable on both ends. Oh, this might actually plug into their controller. You're right. This might not work. Yeah, this might be flat HDMI. Shit. Fly core. It's got a USB-C, but I don't think you can do USB-C video. Shit, this might not work. Dang it, this might not work. New clipper breaks beacon and Carto probes. Well, we're not using those probes on here, so not a big deal. Eddie 2. Yeah, we're not using those probes on here. Okay, so I gotta find a screen. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. We'll figure something out. Worst case, I take the screen off this, because this doesn't need a fancy screen. Worst case, I'll just take the screen off this printer and put it on this printer, because I don't need this printer to have a fancy screen. Yeah, make it work. Make it work. Okay, your Fly 5. This one came with a kit. 5-inch touchscreen. Let me see what Amazon has. What is the cheapest 5-inch touchscreen they have? Freenove. Apply 6% coupon. Do they have BigTreeTech on Amazon, Canada? Tech. Oh, geez, I'm not paying 80 bucks. I'm not paying 80. I have a Panda Touch. Can you use a Panda Touch with Clipper? Panda Touch Clipper. Because I have a Panda Touch. Can you use this with Clipper? That won't work with Clipper? That's a bit disappointing that you just can't use it like a normal touchscreen. It's not a Clipper screen. Dang it. That sucks. I have one just sitting on a P1S downstairs. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll have to do a little bit of... if you implement it. I mean, yeah, that's true. I have a printer downstairs with panel do on it. So I'll dig through my bins. I might have a 5-inch touchscreen somewhere I can pull off a printer or something. I'm sure I have something somewhere I can use. And then, so off camera, what I'll do is I'll get everything set up. And then I'll pick the brain of the people in the Discord. And then Friday we'll continue where we left off, but hopefully everything will kind of work. What's on the VZBot? The VZBot doesn't have a screen on it because I pulled it off and it's got this Fly touchscreen, but I don't think this is DSI. How can you tell if a cable's DSI or not? So it might be flat HDMI. All it says is AWM 20624. I mean, if I can plug this in over DSI, I mean, do I have DSI cables? I think I have some DSI cables. If the pinout's the same, it might be DSI. So if this is DSI, I can just use this screen. Otherwise, I gotta find a new touchscreen. Or I could just put the big 7-inch screen on it. Either way. Okay, we're gonna do a giveaway in a little bit. We'll do the giveaway at 2. I'll see if I can stretch it till 2. Okay, so let me, notepad. Okay, so what do we gotta do? We need touchscreen. Need to reinstall Clipper. So chow. Reinstall VVD stuffs. So those are the 3 we need. What's under the extra board on the screen? It says LCD Fly Core DSI. Oh, DSI. Good. So we can use this. Okay. So I need a mount for this. Yeah, it says DSI on it. So that's DSI. Yeah. So it's DSI. So I can use this with the Raspberry Pi screen. So we're good. We're good. Just do the giveaway now, eat some chicken noodle soup, and go to bed. Okay. Wow, these are broken. Who broke off the tabs on this? Hopefully this screen isn't effed. There's some gouges in it. Unless there's like a film on it. Oh. I'm like, this screen is gouged to heck. It still has the protective film on it. Okay, what is this? LCD Fly Gen 5. Printables. Let me find a screen for this. Fly LCD. Seven inch. I have a 5-inch. That's a crappy screen. Okay, so I'm gonna need to find a case for this at least, or something. Yeah. If anyone knows of a screen, a printed holder for this screen, we'll put this on. We'll have DSI. I'll take this off. Let me take this off right now so that I can faff around with it, because I'm gonna have to tilt this printer over. Okay. So let's turn you off, turn the printer off, turn this off, unplug that. Okay, unplug this USB cable, because I also don't want this USB cable here. Okay, so you come out. There we go. Okay, cool. VVD, come with me. Woo. 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 Okay, unplug you. Okay, so now we got to tilt this on its side. Anything on this side I got to work out for? No. Okay. So, don't need this anymore. So let's get rid of this screen. Oh, well, that's actually screwed on there pretty tight. We won't need you anymore. Won't need you. Don't need. Okay, don't need you. Where you go? You go to that. You plug into that. Okay. Yeah, this machine was built during the Great Pi shortage, so it only has a Pi 3 in it. Pi 3? Does it have a Pi 3? Pi 3B. Woo! Okay. Let's see, how does this come on and off? Oh geez, that's actually on there. Oh, it screws in from the back, that's why. Do I have access to it from the back? How am I supposed to unscrew that? Damn it. I gotta undo like an entire wire harness to get at the screws from the back to undo that. Son of a bitch. That's annoying. Where'd my Allen keys go? Gut the machine. I don't want to gut the machine. Like, the machine is fine. It just needs updating. Damn it. There we go. Just clip it. Clip it real good. I might. We'll see. Let's see. Can I fit you through there? Oh my god. This is annoying. Hopefully these are on T-nuts. Got one. I got one. Come on. I mean, plastic bends, right? Plastic bends. There we go. There we go. Okay. They're not T-nuts, but the screws are so long they don't. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. Whew. Okay. Good old stock screens. Remember when these were popular? Okay. So, let's plug this USB in right now, so I don't forget it. So let's plug you in. So luckily we have these access holes in the back here. Oh, look at that. It's like it's made for it. Okay. USB or canvas for going as RS. I've never seen RS on it. What is RS protocol? The CB1. Yeah, the CB1 has had issues. Like, for example, I have the Venture XL is running a CB2, so a BigTreeTech Pi 2, and it's okay. It's working pretty fine. The only downside is the Wi-Fi likes to get really slow after a while. Then you just reboot and it's fine. It's almost like a buffer, but apparently that's like a firm. That's more of a problem with the actual operating system than the actual. Who decided to mount this so close to this? I should spin the Pi around. I'm gonna spin the Pi around. There we go. Can I spin the Pi around? Okay, unplug you. Do I have room? No, I can't spin it around because that'll. Okay, 1 second. No, that won't fit there either. Dang it. Okay. Okay, so you go there, plug you back in there. Plug you in there. Plug my stupid extension back in so I can actually reach at stuff later. Okay, so you go there, you go there. There we go. Ethernet goes in there. There we go. There we go. Good enough. Just all the USB ports jammed in there. Okay, so now we have that coming out the back. Okay, so I think I have shorter DSI cables, so obviously I'm not going to use this long of a DSI cable. So we need to put a screen here. Oh, that fits perfect. DSI cable to that. Reinstall the firmware. Reinstall the operating system. Reinstall the firmware. Get the config set back up. Reflash all that. Okay. So I gotta find a mount for that now. Mount. Nothing on printables. Mellow Fly LCD Voron. Whew. Yeah, this is the screen I have. I mean, frick, it's $11. That ain't bad. $11 for a... That ain't bad at all. Oh, that's the cable. How much is the actual board? Okay, $47. That makes sense. So we need a mount. Which one do I have? I have the Gen 5. Yeah, so I have this screen here. Let me just plug this in. Let me plug it in and make sure it works first. I mean, it should boot up, right? Like, it should just boot up, right? If it works. Hopefully that's right there on display. Don't you want to go in? Oh, I gotta take the stupid sticker off the back. Nope. Okay, that's that. Let me plug this in now. Boot it up and make sure the screen works. Plug it in, plug it in. I'm getting nothing on this screen. I mean, it's a DSI screen, so it should just work, right? I'm getting nothing on the screen. Oh, is that plugged in all the way? That might not be plugged in all the way. Shoot. Oh, that's plugged in all the way. Cable face down. May have to change the screen type in the config. Oh yeah, good point. I might have to. Well, because previously the screen was set up through here. The screen was plugged in the controller. So let's go to the, yeah, let me SSH into it, and then we'll see what we got here. So I want to make sure the screen is working before we get too far. It's a mellow screen. Yeah, it's an LCD fly, mellow LCD fly. SSH pi at boom bang boom. What is it? Sudo config. Or raspi config. What is sudo? What is the one to bring up the screen? It's sudo raspi config. There we go. Okay. Display options. Default. DSI is automatic. So the screen should be working then. And the fact that it's not working is a little confusing. Yeah, DSI should be, yeah, that's what I kind of figured, that DSI would be automatic. Might have to try a different cable. Do I have any extra? I think I have some downstairs. Is it the right way up? Maybe. Can you hot swap these plugs? Will I short anything out if I try to hot swap it? Or should I turn it off if I'm going to fiddle with the cable? Okay, no. Turn that off. Okay. I mean, getting nothing on here. Let me go grab a different cable. Grab a different cable. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I love working on stuff when I'm sick. Do I have extra cables? I should have extra cables. My cables are... Really? Watch, I accidentally probably threw them out. Probably got sick and tired of having all these random cables everywhere. I'm like, why do I keep hang on to these? I don't need these anymore. I'm gonna throw them out. And now, of course, I need them. ESI. No, you're not one. Oh, DSI cables. DSI cables. Turn you on. Shit. I don't know where DSI are. Oh. That's a Leviathan. That's good to know. Side cable? DSI cable? No. Of course I can't find any extra. DSI cable, I found one. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha one. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Whew. Okay. I got a little DSI cable. Turn that off. Okay, so I'm assuming it's like ribbon down there, and then pi DSI images. Which way does the cable go? Okay, so you have the pins facing inward, right? Okay, so you have the metallic facing inward and the metallic facing, well, I guess. Yeah, DSI provides power. Do the pins face inward or outward of the pie? The pins face inward or outward on a pie? Same VVD installed first try on a CM4. Yeah, I know ModBot's going live in a minute. I'll punch you over, don't worry. We're gonna do the giveaway in a second. Away from the lock. Okay, is that like the universal thing? Let's try this. Like, I wish this had an LED on it or something. I can at least measure voltage to see if it's working. Because I'm getting nothing on this screen. Okay, maybe that's backwards. Might need a driver. It's a DSI screen. It shouldn't need a driver. It's a DSI screen. It should just work. Maybe I have this inside backwards. Like it should just. Oh, there we go. I had it backwards on the screen. There we go. There we go. So now I just need to find a case for this and print that. Failed. Cable orientation, yeah. Yeah, there we go, we're in. I mean, it doesn't have clipper screen, so there's no point. But yeah, we're online. We're getting a little power icon warning, so probably need better power delivery to the Pi too. We'll sort that out as well. Okay, yeah. Okay. Turn that off. Unplug that so we don't lose it. Okay, let's do this giveaway, and then we'll raid ModBot. No more things. Save responses. Link to sheet. Create. Okay. Actually, I might not be able to raid ModBot. It depends if he's following me with his streaming channel, because I don't like the way YouTube handles raids. Save. Okay, let's load up marbles. Let's see if I can raid ModBot. Edit. Customization. Redirect. Oh, no, I can rate him. Sweet. LDO as a case. Will it work with this screen though? The Mellow Fly. If it does, can you link it in chat in the Discord and I'll print it. Continue. I love working on stuff when I'm not feeling good. Add names, clear, open, names, finish, random, bots. How many names do we have? 209, finish. 209, play. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I have it set up now. I just couldn't remember if it was like his stream chat. Ooh, something loud just drove by. Okay, how this works is if you win, you get a free spool of filament from Polymaker, but if I pick your ball and your ball wins, you get a free hat along with your spool of filament. This one looks lonely. Ron E. If you win, you get a spool of filament and a free hat. Everyone else, if you win, you just get a free hat. Good luck. Forgot to enter? Oh no! Don't forget, like the smash button, ring the bell, and subscribe, and it will grease your ball up and make it go even faster. Exclamation mark zoom zoom speeds up your ball. Exclamation mark gullible slows down everyone else. And if you are subscribed to the channel, oh yeah, let me move that. If you're subscribed to the channel and a channel member or Patreon supporter, it actually 10x's your luck. So sure, luck is intangible, but you got 10 times more luck. So, like Jaden here. I don't know. Jaden might be a channel member. They're doing pretty lucky right now. I'm sure you would like to do lucky too. Look at that dodge on that exploding barrel. Jaden might have it here. Jaden might have it here. Your luck is 0. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, luck is an intangible value, and everyone starts with 0 luck. So it 10x is your 0 luck. So now you have 10 times more 0 luck. Oh, John Norton in the lead. Oh, John Norton, oh, Norbin. So not like the software. John Norbin. Well, you definitely need some more filament. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how you can collect your filament from Polymaker. Congratulations, John. Golf claps in chat. Golf claps in chat for John. Got ganked from behind. Okay, so we are going to call it there. We will continue on with this in a more proper setup, hopefully, on Friday. So, tomorrow, we will faff around with this. I will faff around with this, get it properly all set back up, get the screen installed, fresh install of Clipper, fresh install of the operating system, fresh config, make sure everything's all happy, no more random outdated shit, and like just, yeah, and then we'll move on to basically where I was hoping to be today, which was setting up the VVD. Do you have records of how everyone is placed? If it's in the app in the game, maybe, but I don't keep track of anything. I don't. I honestly, I can't even remember who won like 2 weeks ago. Like, because you win, I send off the email, and then that's it. I don't like keeping people's personal information. I don't need to know where you live. I don't need to know anything about you. So literally, I just send off the email, and then off it goes, and then that is it. I don't keep track of anything. So, like I can look up old emails, but I don't bother. Okay. I'm gonna go pass out. I'm gonna go pop some more meds and pass out. Nothing is worse than like sick, but you're not sick. Because the meds are making me cognizant. But I know I it's gonna suck. I know in about an hour, I'm gonna lose my voice. So anyways, we're gonna call it there. Oh, the new stuff's printed. New stuff's printed. So there's our inlet. So we'll do that. I'll print the screen and then we're good to go. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links to all of them and more in the video description below. Check them out. Some links like the Gamer Subs link, use code Canuck, save some money. Also, big shout out to BigTreeTech for providing us with the VVD, the Vivid system. We didn't get as far today setting things up, but that wasn't a fault of BigTreeTech. That was a fault of the fact that this machine is 4 years old, and I probably should have installed a fresh coat of clipper on it before getting started. And for those that donate to the channel, give to membership sellers, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create. Without your continued support, you make it all possible. I'm Chandler, Canuck Creator. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. I will see you in the future. Good night.